Are we on? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Not the gun, and that's Medical's So Tome, a song already in contention in various categories as well. Here are the 3 music awards happening next month, 28 to be precise. So get ready to grab your tickets when we roll them out as well, so you don't say that you lost a chance to be at the historic event, the major comeback of the awards next month. Already the voting is out there, *447 *3 hash. Let that be on your lips. Start voting, and do not let the comments rather try to win your artist, but let the vote win for you, for your artist. So hurry up, it's *447 *3 hash. Well, gentle reminder on the fact that you need to brush your teeth day and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter and Pepsodent Charcoal and the Herbal Toothpaste. All of them work very well. With the charcoal, it polishes away the stains on your teeth, naturally restoring the bright smile because it's made from natural charcoal, fluoride, lemon, mint, and zinc. And for herbal lovers, the herbal extracts and green tea combination is formulated to repair and protect your gums whilst giving you an all-round cooling sensation. Well, always remember to brush your teeth day and night before you sleep as well with Pepsodent Charcoal, Herbal, or the Cavity Fighter. Lancaster got great news for you. If you're looking for that vibrant student experience in a community that equips you with useful employability skills, taking you a step closer to the career of your dreams. Enjoy all these and more, plus also an amazing 50% or plus 50% scholarship for your degree at Lancaster University. You are being taught in the finest faculty, by the finest faculty of trained lecturers and teachers to UK standards in their ultra-modern campus. Enough talking on that, just jump onto their website. It's lancaster.edu.gh or admissions@lancaster.edu.gh if you want to email them, or call 0209 60 70 08. It is the only British campus, university campus in West Africa. Betway got great news for you. Betway is proud to introduce a brand new game. It's called the Fly X with Win Boost. It's a very simple game. You bet, you blast, you boost your way up to the biggest winnings ever. Easy does it. It's such a fun game to play. It's even more fun to win because you can get up to 300% on your winnings. That means triple your winnings. Don't miss out. Bet responsibly, but play it exclusively at betway.com. No under 18 terms and conditions apply. Betway, get way more. Now, this morning we're zooming down to another set of categories here at the 3 Music Awards nominees. The announcement has already gone out. If you've missed out, we are reiterating it to you, and we're going to be going straight into our into them. Let me just run you through real quickly today. So what's on our itemized list of categories we'll be focusing on. We're going to go into the Hip Hop Hip Life Act of the Year, and the nominees are.
And the nominees for the 2024 3 Music Awards Hip Life Hip Hop Act of the Year. The nominees are Amrado, Black Sheriff, Famiye, J-Bad, King Paluta, Lyrical Joe, Medical, Sarkodie.
The only God is my hero.
Let your angels cover me every day, cover me every night. No.
And the nominees for the 2024 3 Music Awards Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year. The nominees are.
Well, that is also part of our list, the reggae dancehall category. It's going to be a very heated category, but this morning we want to focus on the hip hop hip life category act of the year. What I want to do is just throw you back to finding the that's if I'll get it. Pardon me. The category definition, and then we can look at it. But before we even jump into looking at it, though, you know, the house is already heated up. Since it's hip life hip hop, it's a fine blend between Serial and Kojo Trip and myself. I'm the hip life rapper. Yeah, that never made it, but it's all good. Lenny and I never made it. Our jam never dropped. We released it, but nobody heard it. I think only 2 listeners on
Why are you
Spotify.
adding me to the video?
Only 2 listeners on Spotify.
Why?
We had one.
Lenny said she's now
had-
thinking if she's not about to start, right?
Yes,
We had one listener on Apple.
Were you the listener?
Family doesn't even believe in you.
when you go and vote, and then they announcing the results, and then they say maybe Abelink paid, then they mention the party, and then it's only 2 votes. Then you ask yourself, it was the
Family said no
You
vote,
drove your
bro.
family there.
That's going to be so sad.
Okay, so just getting the conversation started here real quickly. So let me read the category definition for us to look at it as well. Like I said, the research team done their job already, handed it over to the board. The board has done its findings, its research, its own research. Drilled deep to understand exactly who qualifies, who shouldn't qualify. It's a lot of tedious work there, plus a lot of arguments. You have no idea, a lot of arguments. But our job here, as well as a diary which is coming up very soon, is to try and understand if we side with any of these 2 teams that worked on the list. In addition to that, the potential winners and losers of this category. Now, the most outstanding and dominant hip hop act on the basis of popularity, please, on the basis of popularity of his or her or their recording and recordings and activities within the year in a review, including performances and social engagements, and this is voted for by the board, academy, and the public. Let me say good morning to one of my godfathers, Kofi Dixon. Good morning to you, Kofi, and thanks for the feedback, amazing feedback. We take it in good faith. So let's now look at the categories again. Sorry, the nominees again of Hip Life Hip Hop Act. I nearly said it like a friend of mine. Hip Life Hip Hop Act. Amrado, Black Sheriff, Familia, J Bad, King Paluta, Lyrical Joe, Medical Sarkodia. But my first question that I want us to look at first is the combination of hip life and hip hop into one category. Is it fair or not?
Well,
I
I'm
know,
the
trust me to
hypocrite
bring it up.
to say it's not fair because I was on the board, so it's fair.
You are on the board.
Yes.
Oh, you are on board.
It's fair. We put it together because of referencing the styles of the creative expression, not necessarily the production style, because there's no difference between a hip life rap and a hip hop rap apart from the beat. And we felt that since we are celebrating artistry and the artist, not necessarily production style, it justifies it.
Plus, this was a nice explanation because good.
Plus, I think that we
Don't
can
mention it.
we can tell from Reggie Rockstone, like the inception of hip life, that it was our own interpretation of what hip hop is or what rap
Exactly.
is. So definitely they
But
fit
rap
in
was the
same-
seed.
Yeah, they fit in the same category.
So, what is the differentiator? What is the similarity?
I think it was language.
Yeah.
Hip life is our own interpretation of hip hop. Hip hop is in English, is a foreign genre. So I mean, if we had to interpret it in our own way, use our own expressions, then we have to do it in our own dialect.
So-
which makes it that was the inception of hip life.
For
basically.
context about the irrelevance of language in defining what the genre must be, Sarkodia would not be a hip hopper, and Ashake would not be an Afrobeats artist.
Yeah.
If language was what defined it.
Okay.
So
So let me ask 2 consumers of this
Who don't hear
space
up.
is
Yes,
Lenny
ask
and Isilfa, because so I want to find out before we continue. I'm just trying to see how divided or how
Consumer Association over here.
united
you're asking the
house is.
2 people in
Yes.
the whole Ayawaso West who don't hear rap. Go ahead.
Yes.
No.
The
Or is
question-
1.5 people?
I'm the only one
You're the
who
only
said
one.
that I really
You
don't
went
hear.
to school.
The question I was
School
going
you.
to ask.
Yes.
The question I was going to ask was, where do you lean towards more, hip hop or hip life?
Hip life for me, like I say all the time, I'm sure now I sound like a broken record, but I don't hear anything that these rappers, Amanone rappers, put in their lyrics. I really don't hear a word. It just sounds like a lot of mumbled words to me, right? So but I better understand what
Is that recent
the
rap
musician-
or is that like
I think
Always
it's been
rap.
like that for me.
Okay.
From time, yeah.
Okay.
It's been like that. Why are you saying recent rap? Because recent rap doesn't.
Yeah, recent,
mumble.
It sounds more mumbled
Yeah.
than okay. Well,
Okay.
for me, they're all in one
recent
basket.
rap
So
is like, stepping in the puddle.
Okay. So
yeah. So hip
for-
life does it for me better.
Hip life does it for you. Is where do you lean towards?
See me, I'm like a heavy consumer of music. Like I'm not saying no one is, but I like to listen to things that people won't ideally listen to, and so I can't exactly lean to one side because I think I like both of them.
You like both of them. I was actually thinking you might say hip hop because the era of hip life in today is not as really heavily spoken of, and artists don't really associate themselves with hip life as compared to back
You
in
see,
the
the
day.
thing is, if you don't associate yourself with it, doesn't mean it isn't.
Isn't it? Or
Yes.
isn't it?
Isn't.
Let's a round of applause for AC, please. Let's go.
Nobody heard it.
Thank you.
Also then,
You see, nobody heard it.
Isn't it?
isn't it?
Why? Because we're quiet.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that if you're making hip life music, right? Is it hip life we're saying?
Yeah.
And someone else is making hip hop music, right? And you want to identify with a different genre, but everybody knows what you're making is this genre. There's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Not identifying with it doesn't mean that that's not what it is.
Okay, I mean, so you do enjoy hip life music.
Yeah, I do.
Awesome. So let's run through the list and see who falls as a hip life artist and who falls as a hip hop artist. So let's start with Sarkodie. I don't know if you might want to give me some, your personal opinions on where you feel the artist might be a bit more of relevant in that space.
I think that Sarkodie is both a hip hop artist and a hip life artist because he can fit anywhere. If you look at the recent Hennessy Cypher, I think that was hip hop Sarkodie.
Yeah.
Even though the expression was a mix of both English and then Tree, because he had to appeal to an international audience as well as appeal to a local audience. So he falls in both categories. Like I think whenever he chooses to. So yeah.
Who else disagrees or thinks otherwise, with
It's
reference
both.
to Sark? What about medical as well?
Same for medical. There's the same for medical. I mean,
Because he does both
Yeah.
languages and he's able to switch
easily,
seamlessly.
Yeah.
What about lyrical Joe then?
Nah, strictly
Hip hop.
Strictly hip hop for me.
Yeah. They can't just hip hop.
Lyrical Joe's beat styles, his lyricism, songwriting, everything, it's hip hop. But
And
he
a
also
certain
did
depth,
choose
the depth that he
the
carries
recent stuff that
sometimes,
he's
yeah.
done. What's the song?
5th August.
No, the big one, the big song.
The one with Kwame Eugene.
Yeah, and there's another one.
Enter. And then I forgot.
Which other one? The one with Efia.
No, there's
If you're
another one
done.
like the one with Kwame Eugene. I've forgotten. Pardon me.
Yeah, I know. what you're
But
talking
those
about.
are more akin to.
No, but I think even with that, I was going to mention that I feel like he's still himself because when you listen to the song, whenever it's about to get to lyrical Joe, there's a switch that gives more hip hop than Afrobeat.
See, I drink for the party, but I swear I see Ashanti. The way the girl they move, you go feel say she be fancy. My friend say one tick, say anti. It's hip hop. But
That's
the
what
beat,
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but I had you switch it up to hip life to accommodate for the beat. Do you understand what I'm saying? So on that beat, he was not doing his alphabetical gymnastics
Lyricism.
and double timing and entendres and metaphors. He shared all those hip hop elements to give us rap elements that were more towards hip life.
Okay.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay,
So rappers respond to the beat.
okay, yeah, truth. So what about Kim Paluta?
I think Impaluta is a
Hip life.
Hip
Yeah,
life,
hip life.
high life.
Style,
Yeah.
Impalita is hip life.
delivery,
Okay.
beats, everything.
This is going to get very interesting. I like your answers. We always like to encourage you to get to a point, and then I ask you the very, very difficult one.
And you
But
put the ladder.
yes.
Letting us climb the tree, then come on the
Yeah.
ladder.
What would
So-
Pimpaluta be for you, Jay?
For me,
Yeah.
he's a hip life artist.
Okay.
Yes.
You are doing well,
So
Jay.
join the trap now. Moving
What
on.
would lyrical Joe be for you?
He's a hip hop artist, hip life artist.
Medical and Sarkodie?
They are hip hop artists.
Not hip life.
No.
Not both.
Yes.
Just hip hop.
Yes, they may have chanced upon a beat that might have had high life and hip life elements, but it didn't. I don't consider.
What's that song?
them
You get
as,
chairman or
as
Chairman?
hip life artists. I consider them.
They all
I consider them
La
as
Hustle.
Okay. Welcome to the trap.
very strong hip hop artists. Yeah. I'm not looking at their the songs that they've produced. I'm looking at what they represent. But that's just me. So let's move on. Now J-Bad.
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Okay.
I think
Hip hop,
J-Bad
trap,
also fall-
drill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hip life. Some hip life in there. as
Look,
well.
this thing is forever going to be a challenge because we are talking about what the people do, not what
they represent.
not what their skill set is.
Okay.
Everybody you are speaking about,
I can go back to the category definition again.
Yeah, you can, but everybody's skill set there is rap.
Yeah.
How they choose to rap is what we are now talking about, and that would always be different for everybody.
The drawing of the line, eh?
Eminem and Kendrick Lamar and Tech Nine all rap kind of the same, but totally different.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Very distinctive.
But we can all believe that they are all rappers. But who is doing trap? Who is doing gangster rap? Who's doing
drill,
lyrics and
grime.
metal?
Doing
That one there, we go
conscious,
there till they go break. So in this, all the categories, everybody they rap. That's why they are there. Hip life, you be rapper. Hip hop,
hop.
you be rapper. Trap, you be rapper. Drill, you be rapper.
Yeah, Serial has started stepping on the brake on the wet road because he's realized that no, if we are going somewhere, this guy, if I don't caution him and make certain
But
statements,
I know you. It's not today. I know
he
you.
would.
I don't want to be a soundbite.
So it says the most outstanding and dominant hip hop.
A round of applause.
Let's go, guys. Let's do it for
Thank you.
Captain, my captain. Act.
Ghana will be proud of
Don't
you.
rush. Don't rush us.
Ghana will be very proud of
Don't
you.
rush us.
Hip hop.
Oh, was my team in school?
My
Eat it for
people.
me.
On the basis of popularity of his, her, or their recording or recordings, okay? So popularity is one that defines the category, and their dominance in hip life or hip hop, and activities within the year under review, including performances and social engagement. So let me go back to the lists. Let's continue. Then there's Famille. Is he for? Why is there so much H in our language today? Is he for?
You're the only one who can hear it.
I don't know, I can hear it.
or
You're here.
for hip hop?
For me, is hip life and high life.
Yeah.
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 Highlight.
Okay. All right. So his hip life side drew him into this category. And also on grounds of dominance and popularity, social engagements, as mentioned, and activities within the year under review. He's been a very busy guy in the past year.
Yeah.
Clearly. Then there's Black Sheriff.
So
Because he's mentioned himself that he's high life, right?
it's hip life.
He's
High life,
yeah, high life.
Heap life.
Chip, don't join James and AC, please.
He's hip life.
Calm down.
So everybody get
Black-
their share before we go.
Black is what? High life.
And then I'll knock back.
Okay.
Black Sheriff
Sheriff.
is
Black Sheriff.
a fusion artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Once every generation, you will have a Will I Am,
It's still real.
an Andre 3000, a Drake, or a Black Sheriff, who is influenced so strongly by multiple generations and styles, and finds his uniqueness in being able to combine those elements to create something we've not heard before. Black Sheriff is going to last because every single time he does something and it's new.
And it sounds different.
It
And he
sounds different.
he can play into a lot of
Yes.
genres as well.
Track 1, he sounds like a rap artist. Track 2,
Reggae.
El Paradise is high life.
Shall you guys are
Mabro,
charging me?
Mabro.
But anyway, let's continue.
Next trapping. So he's a fusion artist. He's so many experiences and inspirations, and he's just making art. So I'll never put Black Sheriff in a box, because when I listen to his album, I hear everything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so on that note, let's now land on Amrado. Where does he, which of the vibes does he give off most? Hip life vibes or hip hop?
Hip hop.
vibes?
Until he started singing, but hip hop.
But I mean, when he was
and then maybe hip life as well.
because I don't
More
see
hip life
Amrado
than-
as a hip hop artist.
Why not?
More hip
I
life
think
than
he
hip hop.
sounds
Why language?
not the language, because
what?
I mean, like you said, if we're
Tone?
basing it on language, tone is one. I think he also sounds very. He expresses it in the way, like, you know, it was intended for our interpretation of what hip hop is.
The Ghanaian way.
The Ghanaian way. Let me
Yeah.
just put it that way. It sounds very hip life to me.
It sounds like you're saying that hip hop can't sound Ghanaian.
No,
No,
not that.
not
You know
that.
the
Oh, okay, don't shoot me. Mother and son combo.
Hold on, not that. I think that
for
with
one.
I think that with Amrado, the reason I am saying that he sounds more hip life is that when you compare Amrado and Lyrical Joe, right? Jinx. How do you know I was going to mention
The
it?
trap is coming.
And when you compare Amrado and Lyrical Joe, when you are listening to Lyrical Joe is more inclined to what hip hop is, right? Than for me, why I hear Cyril, I think that Lyrical Joe is more inclined towards hip hop, right? And then Amrado is more inclined towards hip life. Even if they are both doing rap, they are all, you know, to different places, showing to different places, and that's
Okay.
my opinion.
So now
yeah.
let's open the trap. So in times past, we have preached about appreciating our own. Hence the establishment and
I forgot to
development
mention
of
the name.
a certain space called
What name?
Hip Life by Reggie Rockstone, right? So, and we have clearly seen the era of hip hop rappers and how they have suffered a certain decline in
Racism.
interests. Yes, music racism in interests. We've seen the likes, the era of the J-Towns and the eras of the serials, the eras of the what's his name? You might want to help with names. The names.
My brothers.
Yeah, your brothers. Your
Lord
brothers.
Kenya?
No.
Who?
Kenya,
Back like
please.
that.
I thought that's what you're saying. Those are your
Shaker,
inspirations.
Kevin B,
Yes,
Recognize
Kilmatic.
Ali, EL,
They all-
Kilmatic, J. So we can
Awesome.
continue.
It's
That's
fine.
Now they. Thank you very much. They all
My brothers,
suffered,
man.
They all suffered a certain pushback from the Ghanaian public because of the kind of music they were doing, which was hip hop music. Now,
Akara.
let's Akata music,
Yeah.
right? Now, in putting hip life and hip hop acts of the year, two genres, a representation of two different kinds of music, but carry a certain similar element of the fact that they all rap, and judge them on the basis of their dominance in the space, popularity, and all. Who is likely, or which category is likely to have an advantage over the other? And let's be specific. Be specific to the fact that we should be fair to artists that don't do hip life, but do hip hop. And also note that there are people who do both, and they carry an added advantage then. And the question is that fair? So,
In fact,
I-
I wanted
I
to
wish
answer
I
the
could
first
be-
part, but the ending part
Is that fair, no?
that fair, no? Man, why do you do that, man? No, like the times that we're in now, hip hop for me would be the better or bigger umbrella genre, because the problem with hip hop back, like the people you made me list and the reference you made, was simply distribution and amplification. Right? If social media had existed in the capacity it did then, all the people I listed now would have begged them for interview. You understand? But hip life has been with us regardless the eras, from cassette all the way throughout. So it's more native to Ghanaians, and hip hop still has its rooting in that international whatever. So for the listing, I think anybody who chooses to rap with a style that's more akin to hip hop
stands a chance of winning this.
Yeah, because the one that cuts across is you must rap. Or Bravo, Ghana rap software.
So
it is rap.
Okay, let me hear all of you first.
Reggie
before
Rockstone,
I ask
it's rap.
The next trap.
Lord Kenya, rap. Ochiame Kwame, rap.
That's one thing they all have in common.
Yeah, and rap is the heartbeat of hip hop, or should I say, the two is chicken and egg. Hip hop and rap.
Which one came first?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying.
So that's Cyril's opinion, but let me just find out from the rest of you.
No, I spoke to God before I said this.
So with hip life, hip hop, I think that one thing they all have in common is lyricism, right? You need to have that to be able to be referred to as a hip hop or a hip life artist. So for it being fair, I don't think we can speak to fairness, because if someone inclines more towards hip hop and then someone inclines more towards hip life, you can't exactly hold them to it. Again, I think that it's their individual choices, right?
No,
if I want
through
to,
through no fault of theirs, they found themselves into one group, and then we are talking about
no,
the
but
fairness,
also they have the
racial discrimination in the group is what I'm making reference.
no, but they also have the talent enough to want to do whatever they want to do. So for today, we mentioned Sarkodie. Should Sarkodie want to do hip life alone, he can do it. Should he want to do hip hop, he can do it. Do you understand? So you can't. I don't think it's anyone's fault if they want to. I think that they can all double in whichever branches of the hip they want to double in, whether it's hip hop or it's hip life. If they want to, they can.
I'm making reference to. I'm
What are you
asking
making reference
about
to?
Which category? Because yes, the similarity as agreed by all parties in the building says that they all rap, which is fair and fine. Now, there's been a certain look. I was not the one who said it too. In recent times, we spoke in this room about the decline and pushback of rap over singing in this room. That in itself drew the borderlines.
Singing over rap or rap over singing?
I mean, singing over rap. That in itself drew the borderlines of where Africa is positioned as we speak. That now it's more tune than the hardcore bars. Even Wizkid put out a very strong statement about this as well. I didn't say it.
And Nigerians, I don't think they're allowed to have a conversation. They have more singers than rappers. So when they say anything, I really
they can't rap.
That's
like listen.
Some of them.
I have two rap examples.
Let's not shift the goalposts. If Wizkid has said something, the conversation about Wizkid.
But you brought Wizkid.
No, you brought Wizkid.
Citing it as an example of what the conversations around.
Trip was also just giving an example.
Yes, he's not laughing. So what I'm asking is them asking you, back to you, Lenny, is within the same category, because the next question is a very hard one. Within the same category, which of the lives or which of the which of the hips would have an added advantage
to hop?
To hop, thank you.
Then you've answered the question, because they are hopping, they are not laughing.
I
you
think
feel is the hip hop or both of them have an equal advantage?
I think that when it comes to the Ghanaian setting, hip life has a higher advantage. But on the global scale, hip hop has a higher advantage. But if you are blessed to do the two, to be able to do the two, then you have a higher advantage over somebody who can do only hip life or only hip hop.
Okay. Mati,
note
that answer down. You will regret it. Let's go on.
Waiting to regret.
Why host to threaten us since that start no threat.
Why?
Because what it is that so I've done a little analysis on this, and I may be wrong, but these are questions that we need to answer and ask. And if we're going to be very honest with the answers we're going to give ourselves, would realize that some people in this category would have an added advantage, not because of popularity, it's just by music, racial discrimination. But let's continue. My friend
Jay,
Paul.
So, to my friend Paul. So I think that the we're missing the point that I made earlier about the fact that hip life is our interpretation of what hip hop is.
No problem.
So it is under that umbrella. So hip life is under that umbrella because it's an interpretation. It's our own expression of what that genre is. So Reggie Rockstone was rapping in English. And then he started. I mean, language is not the determining factor, but like once he started, translating that or interpreting that. For applause.
No, it's fine. No, you didn't buy.
Okay, so
you tried to buy. You used the word rightly, but it was in the wrong time.
So once he did, he interpreted that in a way that is more relatable to the people that he's pushing his stuff to, then that was the birth of hip life. So like Lenny said, if on a global scale, if you are doing hip hop, you have an advantage. In a local setting, if you're doing hip life, you have an advantage. But if you are doing both, then you stand a chance. You have an added advantage. If you are able to do only one in a local setting, depending on which one you're able to do, then it determines whether you have an advantage in that category or not.
Okay. Awesome. Izzy, so I want to wrap it up with you, but I want one more question before we wrap it up. But what's your take on this? with regards to which of the two hips is likely, to pick this up?
I think hip hop is likely to pick it up.
Okay.
Also because I'm thinking from the consumer's point of view, I feel like people feel like hip hop is actual, rap. Please don't come for me. That's my opinion. Thank you very much. But it's like taking something and making it your own, like we said. That's hip life, right? Some people might not adhere to the fact that, okay, that's also like great rap music or the proper rap music. And so that's what I'm saying. Looking from the consumer point of view, that's what I'd say.
Okay, so now let's group the artists then. I like this all the time. Let's group the artists then. So we have Amrado. We agree that he leans more on a hip life than a hip hop? Yes. We have a Fameye. He leans more on a hip life than a hip hop, right? Yeah. Then we have a Kimpaluta. He leans, more on a hip life than a hip hop, right? Yeah. So we have three very strong names in here who represents the hip life brand strongly. Then we have Sarkodie, we have Medical, we have Lyrical Joe, we have J Bad, we have Blacko. Who resonates with a lot of hip hop music in there. So now, tell me let me come back to you, Trip. Tell me your top out of the two, that we should look out for as strong competitors within the category now. So we are just trying to narrow down to see possible winners, but these are not it will all happen at the end of the day with the votes, and it's the votes are in three categories. The Academy has 40, you the public have 40, and then the board has got just 20%. So it's just at the end of the day it sits on vote, but we're just trying to see. You see how elections, and they like this man Ben Epson, he's able to sometimes give some calculations and so call me J Epson. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, just trying to categorize groups within the group and see the tops that hold each one. So for you, we've given two groups within the category now. Which ones do you feel are to be looked closely at?
So I'm going to go back to what Lenny said.
Why are you going to Lenny?
I'm going back to what Lenny said because
so what will she say when it gets to here? All right, you guys continue.
I agree or not agree.
I go back to what Lenny said because she said and she mentioned that if you do one which is like hip life since we're looking at this in a regional sense, yes, the hip lifers have an advantage. But they do. They stand a chance. Let me not say they have an advantage
in terms of amassing votes.
Yes, but for those who are able to embody both, they also have an added advantage. So the hip lifers stand a chance, but those who are able to embody both, which is the hip hop and the hip life,
hip life. No. So the question I'm asking is that we've you see, I started a conversation and allowed all of us to get to a point of agreement, and the agreement was that. Thank you very much. Don't say anything. Our agreement was that we've identified two different genres, which has been mixed up into this brand called the Hip Life Hip Hop Act of the Year. And we are all attested to a certain group of artists leaning towards one side and another group leaning towards another side. Fine, fair. There might be some that may have a mix, but still, we do agree in a way that Sak does all. But he's more of a hip hop artist. You understand? He's got more hip hop songs out there even to represent himself. I can go same for Medical. You understand? You can listen to Medical's. We just played Sowutum, a banger of his album Planning and Plotting.
Yes, don't fear the gun, fear the man.
Yes, he gave us strong hip hop vibes in there, and all these things shape the artist's perception, what he carries. That's why you are able to call Fameye a hip life artist and call Medical a hip hop artist, because they both have songs that speak a lot more songs that speak to these spaces. So we have all agreed in the house. I don't know why you're not giving me an answer of maths and science.
No, because
all I'm asking is that because these two groups that we've identified, be fearless, faithful, and honest. In these two groups we identified, which artists within these two groups stand out as ones that it's like being in a group of England, Germany, Brazil, and Ghana.
So
and if I ask you a question,
can I give you a single name?
So if I give you, I ask you a question that in this group D that we are in, which country is likely to qualify? You might say, let's look at Brazil. Doesn't mean that Ghana can shock Brazil.
Of course.
Yes. So
Actually,
I'm asking you.
Okay. So
yes.
Don't be saying everything. We can't, Brazil.
Oh no,
use another example.
We've
Use
scored
another-
Brazil several times. But
use
anyway,
another-
let's,
Did we win? Use another
Brazil, we
example.
get us on 3-2 some time back.
I don't
Okay.
remember.
You, let's not go there now.
But
Game
anyway,
one.
Should I
yeah,
check?
I think
Yeah, check.
I beg you, don't embarrass the man.
Oh, no, check.
Check.
Let's go.
I'm tipping
Brazil.
Blacko. I'm tipping Blacko.
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 For that category.
For the category, for in
Hip-hop,
representing the.
Because he embodies, like
Everything.
Cyril said, he embodies everything.
Yeah, I'm jumped to the third answer.
No.
The third question for me, but it's fine. No problem. Yeah, I assume I asked you this question. But Lennis, what do you also think? You know, as a general consumer, in your own wits, with your own understanding, no backed by no data, no science, looking at his engagement, what you've seen them online do for both parties. Which of these in these two categories? I just want maybe 2 or 3 names coming from both that we should look out for as people who are going to be in strong contention for this particular category.
Okay. In saying 2 or 3 names, then I would go to Blacko first, only because we've said that in our local setting, it will be hip life, and then on the global scale, it will be hip hop. But Blacko, being who he is a merger of both, so I'll put him first. And then right after,
No,
yeah, I'm just saying that'll be the first name, and then I'll go with Medical. I'll go with Medical next. Then I'll go with Amrado.
Okay.
Only
Amrado.
because also in recent times, I think that he's gained a certain level of popularity. Like there are a sect of people who don't even may not know that he used to rap, right? But only love him because
He sings.
he's singing now.
So-
but also when we look back, he's done a lot of really good stuff that I think.
So
that
you're looking at
those would be my
Medical.
3.
You're looking at a Medical. He's coming from a strong hip hop background. You're looking at Blacko. He's also coming from a strong hip hop background. So the hip hopers, we have 2 people coming from.
But
that.
he's also a merger of
No,
the
don't
two.
about the mergers. We're not discussing mergers. I'm talking about people who represent, strong in one category. I'm from Sakumono and Osu, but I represent more Sakumono. You understand? You represent Abelimpe and your area. That place, that some name be. We have to live in some place. That's give us some.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's-
Okay. A chew,
Yeah, so I'm looking at it from that point. So you have, it looks like you have 2 rappers coming out from or if not 3 rappers coming out from the hip.
They're all rappers.
The hip hop space more, and there's a 0 effect on the hip life. Is that what you're saying?
No.
You mentioned Blacko.
Yes.
We agree that he represents a very strong hip hop. He gives us the hip hop vibes a bit more. You've mentioned Medical.
Yes.
Same. We've mentioned who? Amrado. We said it was hip life.
Yes.
So we have 1 hip life and we have 2 hip hop. Agreed. Cyril. It's hard. I think my guests are all afraid of me and what is coming.
No, we are not afraid. Don't worry. If we can't answer, we'll just apologize. We are sorry.
We don't want to be soundbites. That's the main issue. Definitely Blacko. Hip hop, right? Sack. Joe is in there, right?
Local Joe is there.
Yeah, for me, the 3.
So these 3 give a very strong hip hop mistakes. Who would be the shocker to win this category for you?
AJ Fully.
Shocker.
Yes.
Surprising.
That's all I'm just trying to say.
That one day I can be soundbite.
You'd be surprised if Amado wins.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you just said he's
singing now.
Well, the discrepancy between his popularity when singing and the popularity when rapping presupposes that the impact from rap was not as big as the impact from singing. Thus, if all things being equal in that equation,
the impact of the popularity.
The impact of singing
the impact of singing was
more
10
than
over 9,
Great.
and the impact of rapping was 5 over 6. So ultimately, when judging a rap category, he has come to show that he's more commercially successful and impactful
as a singer
than a rapper. Thus, he cannot be more of a rapper than people who are 100% rap. Simple deduction.
Right.
Nothing personal.
Okay, I was going to say something, but yes.
No, go ahead.
No, because I was going
That's
to.
a very good analysis.
Yeah, very.
So then
actually.
if you put the winner there, assuming it's an Amrado, great guy, put him there. Then you look back at the category, and then with the silent definitions that we gave, aside from the one where vocal, like you must rap. Then you ask yourself that would that be a true representation of the? So it comes back to me. For me, a questionable category, hip hip hop act of the year, and if it should have been a merger. But I'm not in the board. So I'm borderlines. But anyway, so what are you gonna add?
I think Cyril is making a lot of sense. I was just going to talk about the fact that a lot of the people, I mean, some of them, an added audience didn't know him when he used to rap, but what propelled him into the limelight mostly was his rap, especially during the COVID when he was
doing the weekly news rap thing.
Yeah,
solid.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
One of the things that
unique,
very made
unique.
people like actually fall in love with him. I think he just has an added audience with the singing, and I think that he also branched into that for commercial reasons. I mean, like, you need to live off of what you're doing, so
Okay, all right. So now let's move on to the next category. I like your analysis you've all given so far, and it's good. So I mean, let's all look forward to that day 28 when the winner is announced, and we all be staring at each other's face and go like, "Manka, didn't I tell you, Jay? I knew it." But that's all. That's what makes the competition keener and nicer as well. Drilling down to understand the artist a bit more, and also we do understand evolution of artistry. So hey, I mean, at the point in time, artists will definitely grow into different spaces just to gain more commercial, appeal. Let's go to the reggae dancehall, another very heated category, and the nominees for the reggae dancehall, is it act or song? I beg your pardon. Let me confirm that real quickly before we wrap it up. Would be act of the year. Yes, the reggae dancehall act of the year, and the nominees are.
The nominees for the 2024 Three Music Awards Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year. The nominees are Episode, Ras Kuku, Samnini, Shatta Wale, Stone Boy.
Woman, I love you non-stop, baby.
So let me shout out to Joshua. Apparently he's listening. He's a younger driver who's also in tune with the conversation, and he's also arguing heavily, saying that the category together isn't fair. Thumbs up, bro. Thank you so much for joining. You can also jump on the comments. Just jump on our socials, Facebook, Twitter, or X more like, and then drop your comments there. You can tag any of us here: Trip, Lenny, Cyril, SC, myself, Jay. We're the only ones carrying that name, so trust me, you find us there by all means, if you really mean to find us. But going into the next one, so Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year. Please pardon me. I want us to replay the nominees again. Okay, just replay the nominees again. And the nominees are.
And the nominees for the 2024 Three Music Awards Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year. The nominees are Episode, Ras Kuku, Samnini, Shatta Wale, Stone Boy.
Woman, I love you non-stop, baby.
Well, aren't you enjoying this category? Some people are already seeing the rivalry that's going to be going on in this category. Let me say good morning, going out to you, Natalia. How you doing, girl? Listen, the heat in this category would not be spared. Roundhouse, again, what do you make of the list? Individual opinions are welcome. AC, what do you think? There's Episode, there's Raskuku, Samini, Shatta Wale, Stone Boy in there.
Okay, so with Episode, what's the song for Episode? Because I think Episode was also tilting a bit away from reggae dancehall to
Atia. Is it because of his Atia song?
High Life.
Songs,
that's
High
High
Life,
Life.
yes. And so I'm just looking at the song that's in there for this category. But if not, like if the song, let's say, is a reggae dancehall song, that's okay. I think Episode Stone Boy would do it for me, but the Raskuku fans would also, come through with this, and so yeah, that would be probably my top 3 for this category.
Okay. I need I ask Cyril, but we just ask for that we are doing our job.
Formality.
Let's run through let's run through again.
Sorry,
Really?
I just
no, you can eliminate Stone Boy. The first one is Stone Boy.
Sorry, I just switched from my
Episode
list.
is in there.
There's
so.
Episode, there's Stone Boy, there's Shatta, there is Raskuku, and then the last name, hold on. Yes, Samini.
Yeah, my 3 friends.
Samini.
I like
so let's again drill deeper into looking at this. Hold on.
While you are doing that,
Yeah, please, whilst I'm get back to speak because
Ghana played Brazil first time in 2006.
And Abby,
Are you taking us back?
And we lost. And we lost.
When I saw it, I was like,
Did you check?
Sorry,
You check.
please, with all due respect, I left one name.
He said with all due respect.
Yes, no, because we have to add it.
Ah,
in
okay,
there.
okay.
Abby Ima is also in there.
Yes, yes,
Reggae
true that.
Dancehall
So
Act of the Year.
yes.
Yes, thank you.
Now I'm saying we played Brazil 4 times, bro. Our best score was 0. We were able to score them 0.
Oh, Brazil?
Yes.
We haven't lost. We've won again against Brazil.
It's not possible,
it
bro.
was a starlet. It wasn't the actual stars.
Bro. 2006,
Yeah,
Brazil
but
scored.
I said Ghana. I did
bro,
not say.
bro, sweetheart. Brazil
Did you
scored.
say I
us
say
in
Ghana?
And that was in 1985.
Hold on. Wait, let's go.
90 what?
No, hold on.
Boss, I was 1.
No. No, hold on. Finish.
Cheer off.
Finish up.
Boss,
No, you said Ghana has not won again.
ABC da.
Ghana has never won against Brazil.
You must be listen to what
All
channel
right.
you was see
No
plus
problem.
plus. Check your logo well.
No problem. Hold on. No problem. We will not deviate, but listeners out there, confirm for me if Ghana has ever. And I didn't
Somebody put it on Twitter to tell you. That's what I'm telling you.
hold
They've
on.
confirmed.
Oh, hold
Bro,
on.
read it.
No. Hold on. But
Let me read it.
No, hold on. I'm saying something.
This is from splashscore.com. It's
No,
an
hold-
international soccer site.
Hold on. So I said,
Maybe Jay has seen something that you've
Relax,
not
oh,
seen.
Charlie.
Take your time. Jay.
So I can't read my fans.
Jay,
tweet.
the one you saw, it was Ghana 4, Brazil 1.
Hold on, guys. I said, if I want to quote your words, all of you here are telling me AC started it.
All of who were?
Hello. Let him go. Guys, let's not do that. Let's do our man.
Lenny,
Yes.
are you also
Yes.
alluding to it?
That
Ghana has never scored.
Oh yeah, I've
Okay,
never
all right,
heard
cool.
of.
All right,
any-
cool. So Cyril, Lenny,
Everybody
Trick,
but you, bro.
and AC, you are
Even
all
the
agreeing
MCI and the
here.
listeners.
No, I want you to on record.
Yes.
You're telling me that Ghana has never beat Brazil before.
I
Yes, in
don't know
football.
of it.
In football.
I told you
All right,
that.
hold on. No.
No.
What did you
Let's
tell
see
me?
how far. Let him.
I'm not
AC,
football inclined, but not that I've heard.
Let's hear his point.
No,
then
but I was saying something earlier where when I checked, this says in 1995 the Black Starlets.
they scored or they
That's
won.
what I said.
Is it Ghana?
Was it
They-
Brazil's
it
10th
was-
team or what team?
I
It
don't
was not
know.
Brazil 11. I beg you.
Oh,
Some
so-
Brazilian people came to play
What
us.
was
If Ghana beats Brazil, that's
Where?
What it says
AC, what was the
here.
scoreline?
I'm checking. I'm moving.
Ebi Sida.
1-0.
Hold
Ebi
on.
Sida.
Guys,
It was a
hold on.
1-0.
I
beg
said
you.
no that I
Under
know. of.
17.
I'm coming. I did not say Brazilians. No, I say starlets. I said Ghana has scored Brazil before. Did I not say that?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's not deviate. Let's come back to reggae dancehall category. So you are all wrong. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah. No.
The guy will tweet. No,
Under 17.
I said for the world inside right now.
Under 17.
Let's continue the
So why
reggae
you adding-
dancehall.
But you know we don't take under
I just
17
literally
serious.
gave you backup and evidence. Yeah, all of us.
Oh
No, that's how
Okay,
life
let's
is.
continue to
Continue.
let's continue to on this. So chill. Is he so sorry? Yes, you're on my side. I much love and applause to the starlets. Ghana has beaten Brazil before. Thank you.
Okay,
very much.
we hear.
So
Well done
in
to them.
reference to that, we're talking about how certain categories and groups, example in football, would carry certain teams that naturally would have project that some teams might make it through, and that's what brought about this conversation. But let's go to the sheet again and look at the artists that are in there for Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year. Are we looking at seeing what happens almost every time again? And when I say almost every time again, it's how many times has Stonebwoy picked this award across other awards?
I'll need an abacus.
Good. Here is God.
Let's look at. I was
surprised.
I wish production would help me with
So,
finding
bro,
out
if you want
who
to
won-
continue the show, don't ask me anything about this category.
who
bro. I just
won
fell
it
out.
for the
Sorry.
last 2 years when the event happened. And I think, in referencing to the example with the VJMAs, there was a point in time when these two artists, Chata and Stonebwoy, were banned from there. It gave a very huge opening to episode. So he won. Well, Stonebwoy won the category in the last one that was organized as well. So are we looking at another possible win for Stonebwoy? What do you think? Could you trip before I come to Cyril?
I have a bias.
Don't come to me, bro.
I have a bias for Samini, and I like Stonebwoy, but I like Samini. I lean more towards Samini than
Why?
Stonebwoy. I don't know. I just like the guy. I just like his music, and I think that Stoneboy is a student of the game and Samini is a teacher, So yeah, but I mean, if we're looking at the year under review, definitely Stoneboy.
Cyril, what do you have to say to this?
Yeah, on the review,
Yeah.
Stoneboy.
No. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There was another question. I'll bet you 10,000. The other question answer is Stoneboy. Was that another question?
I think for Stoneboy, it's a fine blend of both reggae and dancehall for him, giving him a very huge added advantage because, and also commercial viability, and visibility as well for the artist.
International acclaim.
Yes.
Did you see the post from
no,
the
we are
graphic
within Ghana. We're
certificate?
talking within Ghana, not outside. We're just making reference to
Okay,
Ghana.
I just wanted to know.
That's in itself. That in itself gives him this.
You saw the post there?
Yeah, I did.
The Grammy
Added
certificate.
advantage. Okay, so there is now. Let's look at the fandom and how the fans can contribute to showcase for this category. Which artists again do we look at to have a fan base that can actually rally numbers for him? Clearly no hair here, but for him to be able to pick up this award. Issy, what do you think?
About my
Yes, well, let me just bring your mind on there. So, looking at the fan base, they all control huge fan bases, and their fan base are also very reactive to them on what they ask them to do. But which of them, Episode, Raskuku, Samini, Shatawale, Stoneboy, Abi Ima, which of these artists carry a fan base that can be able to create a shocking win for them in here, for you, in your opinion?
shocking win.
Yes.
If you take out the shocking, because I'm sure a lot of people might agree with me when it comes to Stoneboy. His fans really rally behind him. Beam Nation. Also Raskuku. I don't know what Samini calls his people. Do you know?
No, but I'm a Saminian.
High grade family.
That's true.
High grade family. And
I
so
forgot.
high grade Beam Nation, and I don't know for Raskuku as well. So all the
Prom
Nation.
See,
Yes.
after everything, I can't believe you didn't. When it comes to fandom, you didn't mention Shatawale.
He's in the category.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jay was expecting us to say Shatawale
didn't
because when
hear
it comes to
Shatawale.
fandom,
He's in
I
the
mean,
category.
Yeah, Shatta is in the
Shatta
category.
movement,
He has been
fandom.
missing.
Oh, well, why are you asking for me telling me that you're expecting me to say?
Oh, no, I mean,
No, I didn't hear Shatta's name.
In defending
I didn't hear
Shatta.
Shatta's name, but of course, if Shatta is dead, then of course, yeah.
Okay, that's for you. So, Strip, speak for yourself.
I mean, you put a smile on your face.
No, but don't speak for me.
But you were
My
smiling.
salary does not come to your account to be sent to me.
Jay, you were smiling. I mean, I've seen you in the studio.
I mean,
here
this is unfair.
with
First off,
Shatawale,
for the people by the people is lying on Twitter. For the people, please, Ghana has beaten Brazil before. Yeah, please. I was
Under
there. I watched.
17, 1995.
Oh, but that one, no, the question did not ask about which category of Ghanaians scored.
So
Brazil.
your
get it,
question
we
was-
get
your
it, we
question was
get it.
vague, so allow us to also give you vague answer. Let's go.
But now your big answer was wrong. So Ghana has scored me. I watched that game. That's how come I'm laughing. I watched that game.
You watched
in
that game
1995.
in 1780.
They bought me 83, so in 95, what game? What's your dog?
That was 1780. It was.
Show back date of birth.
So let's wrap it up. Let me come back to you.
But you go like tell us your index number.
Index number. So Trip, let me come to you now. Looking at the fandom and how they can create shocks for artists as well. Because there's a whole 40% sitting. Down. Give me about 2 artists you think that their fandom can be able to create. That.
Number 1, Shatawale. Number 2, Stoneboy. Yeah, I
And
think
now-
that both of them are the biggest, currently in Ghana.
Yeah.
With, of course, with Stoneboy at the forefront. So.
Okay, fair opinion. Lenny as well.
Okay. Yeah, under review, I think that we are looking at.
Thank you very much.
Beyond fan armies, we are looking at who has put in a lot of work. And I think of this list, in the year under review, last year, the only person on this list whose name came up strongly as likely to get a Grammy nod or a Grammy nomination was Stoneboy. Also because we saw that he released his Fifth Dimension album, he went on all of the tours, he did all of the interviews, all of the performances internationally. So who it will be for me is Stoneboy.
Yes, Stoneboy.
And he also graduated from.
Let's pick Cyril. I'm sure that might be a shocker from Cyril with
There'll be no shock, bro. Unless you plug me to the socket. There's no shock here.
Bars.
You go school, I graduated, I go well taught, I had a Grammy certificate, release an album. What question are you asking me?
First degree.
What do you want him to do again? You should do carpentry in addition. What do you want the guy to do again?
I think he will be at peace.
If I was alone on the board, I'll cancel all the other names.
And tell me why. And
I've told you why.
Because
of what Lenny said, that the work ethic and the track record for the year under review. This is not personal. It's not click versus click. It's none of those trivial things that we usually make our music about.
Evidence.
This is stars. Look at Ghana stars. Ghana go business. Say I want an audit on Stoneboy's career. You still win this thing. So you can close.
So for you, it's the Stoneboy. All right. So now we're wrapping it up in 2 minutes more, but I need this answer in 2 minutes. And who will be the shocker for us in this category? And there's a new entrant, and there's Abi Ima in there as well.
Unless you add the ECG MD to this thing, nobody's shocking us. There's no shocker in this category. So
unless it happens by some magic.
Unless you go bring the MD for ECG, too big to the category.
So for you, there's no shocker. I mean,
there cannot be a shocker.
I don't think it's
like
a bias
Tyson
or anything.
versus Shataband.
Yeah.
And you are saying what will be the shocker?
Okay, that's zero. It's the bias pandits. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the bias pandits.
No,
You've been
Jay,
there.
I don't think.
You've been there.
Jay, I don't think it's a bias. I don't want to reiterate what.
The question I asked. The question I asked was, who will be?
Why, Mike? Jay, why are you crying? Come talk.
Why? I say you were the bribe you on TV. Select your. Which one be your shocker?
Jay, choose.
Which one be your shocker?
Choose.
For me, the shocker would be an episode. Now, the reason I'm saying an episode is because under the year of review, yes, there was a qualification. However, post the year of review, which serves as a lot of top of mind awareness for a lot of people in voting, he's been very heavy on the high life space. So if you had heard an episode win this time around, it will be a shocker for me that people have still remembered the episode him as the reggae dancehall artist that we know with its amazing performances. That for me is a shocker. You see how I give these answers? You know, they're deep and but biased pundits such as but listen, I want to wrap it up with you and Trip. Because Lenny has been bought.
I've not been bought too. I'm just saying
I've turned her mic off. Her mic is off.
In all honesty, if you take all of the people, and we even want to do like
I said a shocker. So a shocker means that
someone you don't
expect. You expected Stoneboy, agreed.
Yeah.
So I said, who don't you expect?
Oh, we beat Brazil 2 in 2009.
Thank you very much.
There's no shock. What do you say?
Let me clear mic. So louder.
In October 2009, Ghana made history by winning that year's FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Egypt, beating Brazil in the final with 4-3 on penalties.
4-3. Yeah, thank you very
Dominic
much.
ADR.
Hey, it's okay. Don't play the now you remember.
Keep your memories.
I've killed that mic. Says you and I. Let's continue.
I think I agree with
the
you.
JAC show.
I think I agree with you on episode.
Yes.
Yeah. Looking at.
Misery loves company. Unless the two of you find car battery and shock each other.
You're not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished the show.
We are listening.
We're back
A shocker, yes.
tomorrow on Culture Daily, and we are. Peace.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.